Yo, what is going on, you slackers? I am your host, Slackerz Gaming, bringing you another episode of Rate Their Chances. And if you haven't seen the series, every single Sunday, I do a minimum of 2 uploads where I'd be going over a specific character for each episode. I will be going over pros, I'll be going over cons, and then I will give my opinion 0 out of 100% and what I think their terms are in, likeliness of them becoming a new playable character in the upcoming Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo Switch. So with that out of the way, let's get into today's character. What you can see on screen is Funky Kong. So why not get into a couple pros? Now, I do believe Funky Kong does have a lot of good pros going for him, so let's just get into listing some of them, shall we? Now, personality is a big one, for characters when Sakurai's picking the roster. Funky Kong is full of charisma, absolutely has his own personality from the DK series. He's definitely his own unique character, that is for sure. Of course, he's got his patented trademark surfboard. Really helps him stand out. He's got the bandana and the sunglasses. Funky is looking, funky. Wow, what a great joke. That was great of me. Anyway, now on to moveset potential. So he's already got the personality locked down. How about moveset? You know what? A lot of people do see him as more likely of a Donkey Kong clone straight up. But I think he's pretty unique. Of course, he's got a surfboard, and that alone can really help him stand out from Donkey Kong alone. I mean, he's got, when he jumps in the air, hover with the surfboard a bit. I don't know, side smash. You could hit people with the surfboard. Whatever it is, there's a lot you could actually do with the surfboard. Of course, you could still have the ground slap, kind of like Donkey Kong does. There's definitely traits that, Donkey Kong would have that we could see in a potential moveset for Funky Kong, so moveset wise, I think he's got that pretty much nailed down, and that's another box checked off. Now, in terms of other good news, he was in the port of Tropical Freeze for the Nintendo Switch recently, and he got his own game mode. What I believe is called Funky Mode. I believe that's what it's called. Never played it myself, but I believe that's what it is. And so it shows he's getting up there, in terms of getting known from the Donkey Kong universe. I mean, he got his own game mode named after him, right? So, I mean, what does that really say? That's pretty cool. But another thing, going back to kind of like the Donkey Kong clone, I think that in itself could be a pro. Now, Sakurai, when kind of coming up towards the end of development, he might try to sneak in a few clone characters. And, again, Funky Kong could really fit that clone role from as a clone of Donkey Kong. So, I mean, I think that's definitely got to help his chances. He's already got the personality and the moveset, and, just kind of cloning Donkey Kong and maybe just making him slightly different. That could definitely work in his favor. Maybe fans don't like it, but it's a definite pro from me. Now, moving on to some cons. A lot of people see the Donkey Kong series as one of the more major first-party IPs for Nintendo. But when talking about Donkey Kong, there's definitely a few characters that are, I think, in front of Funky Kong in terms of potential playability for Smash Bros. And of course, I'm talking about King K. Rool and Dixie Kong. King K. Rool did get the Mii outfit in Smash Wii U and 3DS. Dixie Kong at one point was considered to be playable as a team, teamed up with Diddy Kong in, I believe, Smash Bros. Brawl on the Wii, but ultimately cut, and Diddy Kong became his own character. So I think in terms of a con, there's just more likely characters from the Donkey Kong universe that would be playable, and odds are we'll probably get one new Donkey Kong rep. A con that I do see a lot of people say is Sakurai has had cold feet in terms of giving the Donkey Kong franchise a lot of content in the past. So does he feel the same way now? Does he recognize that fans do want to see a new Donkey Kong rep, so maybe just gives them the one for now, and maybe comes back to visit that during DLC if there are any new DLC characters? That could be, that's a con. How does Sakurai envision, or how does he look at the Donkey Kong franchise as a whole? So he's had cold feet in the past, and he still could now. Time will tell. We'll hopefully find out maybe something this Tuesday. It's only a couple days away. E3, let's go. But, I mean, I guess that's what I really got for you right now. There's the pros, there's the cons. I do think, I think the cons kind of outweigh the pros in this case, especially for Funky Kong, as cool of an addition as he would be, I think they could really make a unique moveset and not just clone him straight off of Donkey Kong. I think he could definitely be a very unique character, but I see King K. Rool and Dixie Kong way ahead of Funky Kong on the list of potential newcomers. So for Funky Kong, I probably would put Funky Kong around the 25% mark. I just think the cons really do outweigh the pros in this case. It's difficult to see him kind of jumping the line, skipping the more likely characters in King K. Rool and Dixie Kong in a lot of people's opinions. So I think that definitely hurts him. But with that being said, 25% is what I gave him. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. What do you guys think? Do you think Funky Kong has a chance? Do you think he has a better chance than K. Rool or Dixie Kong? Let me know. I love to read them. I'll reply to whatever I can. But anyway, that is it for this one. Thank you all for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully we catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.